Okay, look, my name's Steve the shearer from Shearpower2ewe, and this is my assistant, my fiancée, Signee. And what we're going to do, we're going to do a bit of a demonstration on sheep shearing. We're also going to talk about the history of the wool industry, how it first became here in Australia, and also some true good legends sheep shearers in the industry. We're going to present a fleece for you and explain about how the fleece is presented in the wool shed. So it's a full-on shearing demonstration what we're going to do. Right, the first fleet came to Australia in 1788, and around about 10 years after that, a gentleman by the name of John MacArthur, the soil what you're standing on, actually introduced sheep into Australia from Spain. Now those sheep what were introduced were actually the backbone of Australia for the next 100 years and even plus. Australia actually rode off the sheep's back. Then they fine-tune their breeds with breeds from France, and we've got the merinos what we've got today. Now the first merinos what were brought into Australia, they're actually, the bloodline's down in Taronga Zoo if you ever go down there to have a look. They actually produce around about 1.5 to 2 kilos of wool per year. Sheep get shorn annually, yearly. The sheep of today can produce up to 18 kilos of wool. On average, around about 7 kilos of wool comes off an animal. Okay? Now, we're going to talk about a gentleman here. His name is Jackie Howe. And Jackie Howe shore these blades back in the 1892. He set a world record. It still stands today. He shore 321 animals with this set of blades in 7 hours and 40 minutes. Now, there's a bit more of a story about it because Jackie actually broke the record book all that week prior to breaking the record with 321. On the Monday, he shore 259 animals, which was a record by itself. And then come Friday, he shore 267 animals. And on Saturday, because shearers have to work half a day on Saturdays back in them days, and not only when they working with the animals, they had to actually carry the animal out. But he shore 144 animals in half a day, so it was a little bit 12 short if you doubled the figure to 300, and all the boys were revving Jackie up. And when they were revving Jackie up, they ended up putting a sizable bet on it that he couldn't shear 300 on Monday. Anyway, come Monday, Jackie turned around and took on the bet. It was a sizable bet. And as he was getting close to the 300 mark, the boys were trying to slow him up because they didn't want him to win. If he was going to win, he's going to clean out the pot. Anyway, so they're jumping on his back as he's trying to bring the sheep out. They're tickling him, making the sheep get away. Anyway, when he passed 300, the guy said, okay, you won your bet. Jackie just kept on ploughing on, shearing it off, taking the wool off, and he got up to 321, and it's a world record, and I really do not believe no man on this earth will ever beat that record today. Now we've got another young man here, only this year, on the 20th of February 2015. Stacey's from New Zealand, but he's up in Bathurst, and he went for a world record as well, and he actually accomplished it. He actually shore 530 animals in 9 hours. Now that's going into the catching pen, bringing them out, shearing them, and going back in, like in a proper shearing shed. Now that's an average of, he actually peeled it off the animals in less than a minute each, which is a great record for that young man. And I think that's going to stand for a long while too. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually get an animal out and shear him for you. There's a bit of a video up here of Stacey if you ever want to come up and have a quick look as well, and more of the shearing industry. There's a correct way to handle the animals when you're actually shearing them. Let's see if I can just take these off. It is a strenuous job. You gonna wait for the sheep, guys? Say hello to Molly. Okay, we'll start by taking off the belly wall. This is the position the shearer actually stands or whatever. The actual animal is actually holding up my weight. So it's all about balance coordination. A bit like dancing. I can't dance with a woman, but I can dance with an animal. What we call taking off the belly wool. Now, every ounce of wool that comes off the animal is redeemable. That's what we class as the belly wool. What we call going over the first hind leg. Now as we're shearing, we keep the fleece in one piece because it's got to be presented on the table. And there's more than just a shearer who's working in the wool shed. You got your rouseabout, two wool rollers, classer, a presser, other gentlemen actually yarding up the sheep, keeping the pens full. And we've also got our famous cook. He's very important, the cook. He doesn't do a good job, he's sacked quick. What we call going up the neck of the animal now. And as you can see, the fleece is coming off in one piece. Come on. Moving down to the long blast. Coming up on the last side now, down the neck. Coming down to the whipping side now. They class it as the whipping side because it's like a whip movement. Down on the last leg. Now normally in the shearing shed the sheep would be going straight out where my back wheel is there. We're going to put her back in and then present this fleece for you. Because there's a bit of an art to picking up the fleece. And throwing it a bit like those pictures you see at the front there. And in the industry we're all got to work as a fine old team. That's her, Sean. Get her back in the yard. Keep her happy. Okay, so that looks like a tangled mess of wool and it's pretty hard to pick up, but there is an art to that as well. So they pick it up, pull it out like this because this is the piece